There we go. All right. Well, happy December. Can you guys believe it's December 1st? I'm like seriously blown away that Christmas is in like 3 weeks. And then it's going to be the end of the year. And it's totally crazy. But I'm super excited because Hammer and Chisel launched today, and launch days are always super excited. For me, at least, I love all the new programs. I'm like such a Beachbody junkie. I like love all of them. So I ordered my Hammer and Chisel as soon as I could get my hands on it. And actually, Nancy had posted in the group, hi Nance, about doing a coach-wide challenge group, which I think would be so fun because most of us are all kick-ass challengers, and that's why we became coaches, because we posted a ton and we loved it and we got results. So it might be a great way to just kind of motivate each other, and then we can ask questions and share struggles that we're having so that we can better help our challengers. The cool thing is that because Beachbody is amazing, and we have Beachbody on demand. If you purchase the program, you can access it tomorrow on demand, which is pretty unbelievable. So I think for our coach challenge group, I'm going to have us start next Monday. So maybe we can have a jump start on doing the workouts and looking at the meal plan, and that'll just help us run our challenge groups that much better because we'll know what to expect. We'll know when they're going to get sore. We'll know what the tough workouts are. So I'm going to put that out on the team page, but just know team-wide challenge group. And I'm looking at right now, December 7th will be the start date for us. Just to get an upper hand and help us run our challenge groups better. I hope all of you guys have been promoting this on Facebook and in your social media. I know I've been talking about it for the last month, about the launch of Hammer and Chisel. So if you haven't talked about it yet, definitely start posting about it. Do some of the on-demand workouts for free, even if you haven't bought the workout yet, and just start talking about Hammer and Chisel and share some of the before and after pictures from the other coaches that were part of the original test group, because the results are unbelievable. Like, these are the best results I've seen from a workout program since I became a coach 2.5 years ago. So make sure you're sharing the results, talking to people. If you aren't going to do a group in December, that's fine, but make sure you're setting up a group in January. So last month, we had another killer month as a team, and we had some newer coaches that were rocking it that I'm super proud of. I don't know if Margot is on the line. I don't see her name on here.
I think she said she was going to catch the recording.
Her recording. She has had a killer November. She led the team with 28 Success Club points, and she led the team in volume with over 2,300 in personal volume from her sales, which is amazing. So great job, Margot. Keep it up. And a huge high five to one of my coaches, Rachel. She was second on the team with Success Club points, and she had 23 points for her first month as a coach. So super pumped for Rachel as well. So all that being said, one more quick thing. We're still kind of finishing up that Go for No challenge. I'm going to post an update in the Hard Hitters page. If you guys are filling out a Go for No worksheet, I'm going to ask for an update, see how you guys are doing. I still have mine pinned right here, and I'm still writing down all my no's. I am looks like about 20 spots left to fill my Go for No out. So I'll do an update for that in the Hard Hitters page, but keep me posted because there are 4 gift cards out there for the taking for those of you who finished those worksheets first. Okay, those are kind of the housekeeping things I wanted to go over. And now I'm going to go ahead and introduce Kinsey. So for those of you who don't know Kinsey James, she became a coach last January. She has twin boys. They're 3 years old, named Jax and Jace, which kind of funny side story. My kids are named Jax and Jace too. So I have a special place in my heart for Kinsey because our kids are named the same thing. She is a labor and delivery nurse. And again, she became a coach last January, and she hit diamond within 6 months. The reason she became a coach is because she got such amazing results, and she wanted to share that with others, which is the best part about coaching, is sharing the thing that worked for you and helping others get the same results. Since then, like I said, she became a diamond coach, and she's hit Success Club every single month that she's been a coach. And she's been able to cut from being a full-time labor and delivery nurse to a part-time labor and delivery nurse, spending more time with her boys just because of the income that she's been able to make with Beachbody, which is so amazing, and I'm so happy for her. Tonight, she's going to be talking a lot about finishing the year strong. And it's so easy at this time of year to just coast through the end of the year and just think you're going to pick up your business in January. But it's so important this time of year to keep the momentum up. Make sure you're posting consistently. So in January, when people are picking up their workouts again and they're setting those New Year's resolutions, that you're top of mind for them. So Kinsey's going to go over 5 main things that you can do to finish strong and kind of build that momentum leading up into January. So I'm going to go ahead and mute our lines. And Kinsey, you go ahead and take it away.
Thank you, Kelly. So I'm so excited to be on this call, and it's kind of funny that I'm doing the topic of finishing the year strong, because this is kind of my first year finishing as a new coach. I've never experienced a December before. My last December, I was just a challenger, so I'm kind of coming full circle, and it's just cool to be able to be on this call with you all. And like Kelly said, it's done so much for me in my life, and I just want to be able to share that with all of you. So I kind of started to brainstorm some things that have worked for me over the past year when I'm trying to, push for something, or if I have goals and I want to not only push towards those goals, but build momentum. And I think that's more about what tonight is, what I'm going to talk about is not just we're going to finish strong, but what we lay out in this month is going to build so much momentum for 2016. And that's what you have to remember when people are turning you down because it's Christmas and they're saying, no, not right now. They're just saying, no, not right now. They're not saying no, never. So just always this month, keep that in mind. And months down the road, but really this month, I think that's going to be everyone's big struggle. But hopefully these tips I give you tonight will really help you not only finish the year strong, but build that momentum into 2016, which I'm excited about. So that being said, I had seen this recording from Melissa McAllister, who is one of the top superstar diamond coaches in Beachbody. You guys have probably all worked out with her in, PIO. She's one of Shalene Johnson's friends, and she's amazing fitness. If you follow her on Instagram, amazing stuff. So I just really admire her and look up to her in this business and in fitness. And so I just got these awesome, tidbits from a recording I saw from her, and I just kind of added my own spin on it and things that had worked for me, so I wanted to share those. So she kind of goes over what I want to go over too, which is the five C's of coaching, and how those 5 C's can just help build that momentum forward. So the first C is caring, and I know this kind of seems like we pound this into the ground a lot because everyone cares. We all care. We care about our own fitness, our own health, our own family. We care about helping others in their fitness journey. We wouldn't be coaches if we didn't care. But I think sometimes the caring kind of gets sidetracked and pushed to the side with, wanting to get that sale or that customer, or we want to hit Success Club, and we forget that there's a person on the other side of that. And are we really listening to that customer or that coach about what their needs are and what they want? And what you really need to focus on is how can I serve that person? How can I listen to what their needs are and take the tools that I have and give that to them? Because that's really what it's all about. And I promise you, if caring is what's in the forefront of your business, you will build a great organization as a coach, without a doubt. I mean, I can say that 100%. And I can even say it within myself when I do get caught up in the sale and getting a customer and those little tidbitty things that really aren't what are important, at least not to Beachbody as a company, because I know what their values are, and it's to care for other people and to help other people. So I know when those things are in my, get overshadowed, that I don't have success. And then when I really go back and I look at those important things and listen to people is when I see things start to move forward in my business. So caring, the C number 1. The next C I want to talk about is probably Caring is important, don't get me wrong, but probably the next most important is consistency. And this can be so hard to kind of remember as we hear no a lot, like the November go for no. But the consistency is built over, things you do over time. And you have to be consistent in different ways as a coach. You're consistent in your challenge groups. Are you checking in with your challenge groups every day? Are you checking in with your challengers? Are you posting in your challenge groups? Challenge groups are a huge part of our business. And if you aren't consistent in those, people aren't going to see your face. They're not going to see that you're present, you're there for them. They're going to notice that you're not being consistent. You're not being there for them. So consistency in your challenge groups is so important. You also want to be consistent with your customers, just customers that maybe order some supplements here and there, or just order a workout program here and there. Just because they're not in a challenge group, or they don't want to be a coach, or whatever it is, they have needs that you want to be consistent with following up with them and making sure that their needs are met as customers, because that's, we're in a customer service business and we're our own livelihood. So you have to remember that you have to be consistent with customers as well. And then you need to be consistent with your coaches and your team. Are you being a consistent leader? If you have, maybe you're not quite a leader yet, but you're a leader, just starting out, or you're just getting a few coaches, you're just Emerald, whatever it is, you're a leader. People look up to you. Even in your challenge groups, you're a leader. So just remember that your team sees you being consistent, and they're going to pick up on those behaviors, and they're going to realize, okay, this is what it takes. I look up to that person. That consistency is there. She's there for me. And, it's really just the vibe of everything. It's that consistency over time that really builds momentum in your business. I mean, I could talk about consistency all day long, because I just feel like it's so, so important. What was my next point? Sorry. Just thinking about consistency, for me, I just know that I don't always hear yes. Of course, we all hear no. And that consistency, people are always watching you, always watching your social media posts or your fitness posts or your personal page. They're seeing if you're showing up, if you're doing your workouts, if you're drinking your Shakeology. They, may just be sitting back and watching for a little while to see if you're for real. Or sometimes people just want to see if you're going to be successful, if you're going to fail, and that's okay too, but prove them wrong. Be that consistent force that keeps showing up every single day, because you believe in this, you believe in the business, and you believe in the company and the products and what they deliver. So consistency. The next C is creativity. Now, I know a lot of the times us as coaches, we share a ton of stuff, which is great. I love that team aspect, that someone comes up with this awesome ad for Hammer and Chisel, and we all kind of share it. We put our own spin on it. But that's the important part, is putting your own spin on things, interject your personality into everything that you post, because in the end, anyone can sign up on an infomercial for a Beachbody program. What they're buying into is you and what you have to offer them. Now, I know when I post things that the way I come across, or the things that I post, are not going to relate to everyone. Not everyone's a mom. Not everyone, works full-time, or whatever it is that they connect with me about. I know not everyone's going to have that same connection, and that's okay. You want to just be creative in what you're putting out there, because it will attract the people that are drawn to you and what you have to offer them. I think it's so many times we see, like, buy T25, Shakeology, drink it, whatever. And people are turned off by that. I know when I see ads on my Facebook from other, maybe network marketing companies, and I'm just like, oh, that kind of comes across really salesy. And, we all know that that's not what we're about. So just be creative, be humble, be real, just be yourself. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Kind of talk about, like, be creative in how Beachbody has affected your life. Even if I shared this on a call with my team a couple weeks ago, and I had just gone to the gas station, and gas is super cheap right now, and I filled my gas tank for like $30. And I was looking at that receipt, and I was like, $30 is like about the commission of a challenge pack. How big of a deal is that to a lot of people, that they are able to fill their gas tank off of one challenge pack sale? So share that. Whatever it is in your life, maybe it's a cell phone bill, maybe it's that you got to take a trip with your family, whatever it is, share it. just share how it's impacted your life. It's not bragging. Just if it comes from your heart and you're humble, it will come across that way. So just be creative. The next one is be courageous. I know in this business, we're all afraid of rejection. I know I am. I talk about this all the time with my coaches on my team, but you have to have the courage to ask. No matter how creative your posts are that I was just talking about, no matter how creative they are, you still have to have the courage to reach out to those people and ask. If you don't ask, you can't just bank that people are just going to be knocking at your doorstep, ready to buy a challenge pack and jump on and be a coach and join your team. You have to reach out and ask. So you have to be courageous. You have to dig deep, find whatever it is inside of you, pretend like you're a different person. If you're a super shy person, whatever you have to do, just be courageous and take that leap, because if you never ask, the answer will always be no. So be courageous. And then the last part is be confident. I feel like this goes a lot with having a lot of knowledge about, Beachbody and the products and just knowing a little bit about everything in this business. Now, as a new coach, you're not going to know everything, and that's okay. I don't know everything, and I'm not a new coach, but just knowing that you have the confidence to say, you know what, I don't know that, but let me go talk with my upline coach, and maybe they have the answer, and I'll get right back to you. Have the confidence to let people know that you will find out for them. And over time, you're going to gain that knowledge, and you're going to gain the confidence through having more knowledge. But don't think that just because you're in the beginning of your journey as a coach, that you can't be confident. And I know we hear it all the time, but you got to fake it till you make it. There's no better way to put that than that. It's so true. I remember just thinking when I was reaching out to my first few customers that I wanted in a challenge group, I was like, they don't know that I'm not some like superstar coach, what do they know? So I just pretended like I was, and I didn't know all the answers, but you know what? I was behind my messenger on my Facebook, and I was Googling things as they were asking me, but I figured it out because I had fake confidence at the time, but I had confidence. And I think so many of the top leaders in this business, they're confident people. If we all follow them on social media. They're confident. They just know what they're talking about. And even if they don't, I wouldn't know it, because what they portray is confidence. And I think that's just a really important quality to have as a coach and to help, move your business forward. You have to have confidence in yourself. So I think that's those are my 5 C's. So I just want to close with saying, end the year strong. You are only limited by what your mind limits you to. You can hit Success Club 28 like Miss Margot did this month. I mean, there's no limit to it. I know it's so exciting with Hammer and Chisel coming out, and we all have that, potential to really, hit a home run this month. But sometimes it's hard because it's the holidays. I don't want anyone to have excuses. Have the confidence. Just say, I'm going to hit Success Club 10 this month, or I did hit Success Club 10 this month. Let's talk in present tense. We like those kind of goals. So whatever it is for you, make those big scary jumps. Have courage. Be creative. Be consistent. Be caring. What was my other one? Be confident. All right. I think that was pretty much it, Kelly.
That was awesome. That was so awesome. And I hope you guys, if you I should have said this before, but even though I've been a coach for a few years, I always like to take notes when I hear other people talk, because it's great to just hear these things and refresh your memory. So if you guys didn't write notes, please make sure you go back and write notes again. And the one thing I loved, like she said, was the consistency and how important that is. So this time of year, you may get a lot of no's because of the time of year that people are saving up for Christmas and that kind of thing. But like Kinsey said, you're building that momentum for 2016. And the one thing, and I was talking to Miranda about this today, is what's the difference between a top coach and you? And the thing is the consistency over time. And that's the hardest part, is being consistent over time, because most people don't want to wait a year. They don't want to wait 2 years to see the benefit from all their hard work. And I can tell you, like, after a year, you're really going to start building that momentum. Kinsey, I'm sure you can attest to this. Like, you've been in it for a year, and she's starting to feel that momentum in her business start to build. And, you know, same for me, like my 1 year, 2 year mark, I could just feel that momentum keep shifting. And again, it's just those consistent things that you need to do every day. So what are those things that you need to do? And I just went and jumped on our Hard Hitters cover page and wrote down the power of threes, because those are just little things you can do every day. And that's kind of like your power hour. So add 3 new friends on social media every day, you know, grow your network every day, message 3 new people, not anything to do with Beachbody, just message 3 people and reconnect with them. Invite 3 people to join your next challenge group. Follow up with 3 people that you talked to before, and post 3 times on social media. If you can do those things every day, you're gonna build momentum. It really is those little things. It's not it's not rocket science. It's the simple things every day that you do that will make the biggest difference. And I'm sorry, I have a scratchy voice.
And I think adding to that, Kelly, like you said, we've built momentum. I know I've gained a lot of momentum over the last year, but it's not to go without saying that I don't still do those same things every single day in my business. Even though you're gaining momentum, you're still needing to do the vital behaviors. I mean, like you said, it's not complicated. It's simple things that you can do every single day. You just have to believe in yourself and be consistent.
So I think that's it that we have for you guys today. I can open it up for about 5 minutes for questions, because I don't want to keep us all on the call too long. If there's any quick questions, otherwise you guys can always post in the Hard Hitters page and ask Kinsey a question or ask me a question, or private message us. We're totally here to help you any way that we can. So are there any questions before we jump off?
Kinsey, can you repeat the first 2 C's? I jumped on late. My internet was like not working, and I'm on my phone.
So the first C was caring.
Okay.
Always, coming from a caring place, putting your customers and your coaches and everyone first and their needs first. And then the other one was consistency, the second one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else? All right. Well, I want to say thank you so much to you guys for jumping on. It really means a lot to us to see your faces and to take the time out of your busy schedules. And I just know that the people that are on these calls are committed and going for it. And I love that. So thank you so much for getting on. And Kinsey, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I really love that. The 5 C's are awesome.
Thank you.
So, all right, guys, have a great night. Aw, look at the sign. So cute. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much, and have a great night.
Bye.